Okay, so remember a couple of months ago when I used to do those educational videos? They're back. And this is probably going to be the hardest topic I've ever taught. This is trigonometry. Now I am betting on my one brain cell that you guys out there probably don't even know what trigonometry is. As soon as I say it to any of my friends, the first thing they say is twig upon a tree. So yeah. Today we're going to be focusing on the missing angles side. Now if you want me to make a video on the missing side lengths, then hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Anyways, silly sausages, are you ready? You will need a pen, a piece of paper, and a brain if you have one. Many don't, including me. So, first thing, let's go simple. What is trigonometry? Now, trigonometry is a specific branch in mathematics. Think of math as a tree. And trigonometry is one, just like Pythagoras theorem and adding and subtracting and all that. And it used angle and side length to determine undefined lengths or angle sizes. Now, it's specifically used in triangular polygons. And there are 6 functions in trigonometry. There's sine, which is sin, cosine, cos, tangent, tan, cotangent, cot, secant, sec, and cosecant, CSC. And today we're going to be focusing on sine, cosine, and tangent. Now, the sides of triangles. Now, shown here is a right angled triangle. If you want me to do a video going into depth of types of triangles, then again, hit the like button and subscribe. Now, the 3 sides of a triangle are called the opposite and the adjacent and the hypotenuse. You see, on a triangle like this and other triangles, they're not always in the same place. And of course, they look different. And where they are depends on where the angle is. As you can see here, this is the angle. Now, let's say this side here was 7 centimeters, and this side here was 5 centimeters. I know it doesn't make sense because one side is longer than the other, but it's not going to scale, you know. So let's say the angle where it was on the shape and the values shown are given to the sides. And these placements and these values will determine our final answer at the end. Now, the opposite side is the side opposite the angle. So you see this corner here? This is where the angle is. If we go, whoa, here it is, the opposite side. Then the adjacent side is the side that connects with the opposite side to make a right angle. So, does this make a right angle? No. Does this? Yeah. And the hypotenuse is the side that connects both the sides. So, the only line left is the big diagonal one, which means this is the opposite angle, this is the hypotenuse, which hasn't been given a value, and this is the adjacent. Now, one way to remember this is SOHCAHTOA. This is how we do it. The acronym SOHCAHTOA is a great way to remember when to use sin, cos, and tan. When the 2 given side values are opposite and hypotenuse, use sin. So if we in this case had opposite as 7 and hypotenuse as 5, then we'd use sin. If we had the adjacent angle and the hypotenuse, we'd use cos, and when they are opposite and adjacent, we need to use tan. Now, as you can see here, the given values are the opposite, which is 7 centimeters, and the adjacent, which is 5 centimeters. So we need to use tan. Right, so this is the equation. So now tan equals opposite divided by adjacent. And if we go back to SOHCAHTOA, you can see here, opposite, adjacent, you just have to divide them. It's simple. And so this means that tan in this case would equal 7 over 5. But we need to get rid of the tan. So what we do is tan to the power of -1, 7 over 5. Now this may look confusing, but many scientific calculators have the tan -1 at the top, and you can just add a 7 over 5 by it. So you can just use the calculator to work it out, and your calculator will get you the answer 54.46232220802456 degrees. And that, if you look back, is the size of our beautiful angle here. We could also say 54.46 to 2 decimal places. Now here are the end of video questions, as usual. Now what three functions of trigonometry we studied today. They were sine, cosine, and tangent, or sin, cos, and tan. And what were the names for a triangle, three lines? They were the opposite, the adjacent, and the hypotenuse. Now, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more educational videos. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!